What's this wire loop? Apparently, this is an earring, but not a simple one. This is going to be combined with the AirPod or wireless hands-free to both decorate and hold them. What we need is 18 gauge wire, round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, flush cutter or wire cutter. First, pick up 18 gauge wire and chain nose pliers in the distance of about 1.5 centimeters. Make a bend with chain nose pliers just like this, and then with a pen or pencil or even with your round nose pliers, if that has big noses, make a circle of about 1 centimeter diameter. The size, of course, depends on the AirPod or hands-free that you use. Just let me check it with mine, and this is a little too loose, so I use bigger part on my pen and then make it a little more circular, and let me to test it again and insert my hands-free in, but it's not still okay, so I make it a little more loose, and that's all right now. At this part, I'm going to hold the circle or the loop with chain nose pliers and then wrap the other parts all around. Also, I'm going to squeeze this wrapping part to be attached tight and to be all firm. So I use chain nose pliers and squeeze it in all directions and then make it straight and push it like this. Okay. Now I'm going to make another loop at this side of wire, and this is the first part, and I'm going to make another loop, but this one a bigger one, and you could use your ring mandrel or any other cylindrical shapes like me, just kid's tool, and this is perfect, so I'm using it. And let's check it out with the other one. This could be a little bigger, so I use the bigger diameter on this eggplant part of the toy and wrap it again to make another bigger loop. In this part, I need to make pressure with chain nose pliers to make it all straight, just like this, and make another wrapping part to make it all firm, and then cut it out with chain nose pliers or flush cutter, and of course to squeeze it again with chain nose pliers in all directions to remove the distance between this little loop and the wire, the straight wire we had made at first. Okay, just let me insert it again into the cylindrical shape and push it again to shape it better. And this is perfect now, just like this, and to push it to have a beautiful circle here. Okay, just let me edit some parts that are not still in the shape, and this is okay now. Just check these wrapping parts. If they are still loose, squeeze them more, and that's it. Our first wire earring for the AirPod or hands-free, and also a loop earring at the same time. And let me check it out with the other one. This is the wire earring I had made before, and one is for right ear and one is for the left, and both could be used at the same time. But look at here, for a shorter AirPod like this, we have these two separated, but with a longer one, it's okay. Just let me explain another design to be used in shorter AirPods or hands-frees. Okay, I'm using a piece of chain here to connect the part on the AirPod and on the cuff that we use for ear. Pick up 20 gauge wire this time. You could use 18 gauge too, but it's better to use thinner wire, and make a semi loop and insert your AirPod in, and if it's okay, just continue making it closed like this, and at the end make a 90-degree bend and make another little perpendicular loop just like this, and here cut it out with flush cutter or wire cutter, of course, to cut it out and make the first part. Okay, now I'm going to edit it again. Just let me make this little loop closed and check it out to be all perpendicular, just like this. And here, let me test it again and insert the AirPod in. And now it seems to be all right. Okay, I'm going to connect the chain to this first part, but I'm going to extract it and open the little loop, just like you open a jump ring, and insert the chain in. And the length of this chain just depends on the size that you desire, but I'm using about 5 centimeters. Okay, again, close it, and at this time, insert it again into the AirPod, just like this. And I think it would be better to make it a little more squeezed. Just let me test it out, and yes, it's better to make this bigger loop a little smaller to be kept tight. And yeah, that's okay. And pick up another 18 gauge wire, make a loop like this with round nose pliers, and another semi loop at the other side, at the other direction. And you could use again your pen or any other cylindrical shapes, or even your bigger round nose pliers. And here insert the chain in, and this is the cuff part for the ear, and I'm going to make a bend just in front of the first loop that we had made, and I'm going to rotate it downward, and let me use chain nose pliers, keep it tight at this part, and make another 90-degree bend, and make the first bent part 90. And again, make another curved part just parallel to the first one. When you're finished, just with round nose pliers, make another loop just you've made at first, and it's going to be put on the ear just like this. An ear cuff connected with a chain to the AirPod. So this is the first one that is just like a stud earring, and the second one that is a combination with an ear cuff and chain. Which one is your preference? Just let me know and comment it below for me. Thank you.